In the first presidential debate between Romney and Obama, this issue of the $5 trillion came up. I hope you understand what that's about, because that is the central issue of this election. And who you vote for, which side you go for, you're really voting for a particular philosophy in how to turn this economy around. You see, everybody on all sides, we know we need more jobs and we need everybody to be making more money. That will, in turn, of course, will spend more, build more houses, and the economy will come back with a vengeance if we have more jobs and better paying jobs. We're all on the same page with that. I believe that the individual is primarily responsible for what happens, but there's no doubt that the government has a vital role in helping the economy move along. So, who we vote for tells the world where we stand, which philosophy we believe in. That's what the $5 trillion represents. So Obama, the Democrat side, this is their philosophy in turning the economy around. Number one, tax the rich. Or just get more in taxes, bring more money in from the private sector. Number two, even though we have a debt of $16 trillion, even though we spend $1 trillion more every year over what comes into the government, we still need to spend more money with the government. They believe that will turn around the private economy. More jobs, better paying jobs. Romney, on the other hand, he says he wants to lower the tax rates on everyone and at the same time reduce government spending. And the Republicans believe, conservatives, that will spur the economy in the private sector, more jobs, better paying jobs. Now, you have to decide when you vote which of those particular views works best for you. And let me say something about the $5 trillion. Obama, the Democrats, say that if you give a tax cut to the rich like Romney's talking about, we'll lose $5 trillion over the next 10 years. Romney responds, no, because he's going to take away some of the deductions. Again, I want you to see what he's talking about, because it actually makes sense. If I were advising Romney, I'd say, dude, show him your tax return from last year. Hopefully you've seen that or you know the numbers. He made $14 million in 1 year. He's rich. He paid $2 million in federal taxes, but the big number for me is he paid or gave away $4 million in charitable giving. Now, according to the tax code, you can deduct 100% of that. It's interesting because Romney did not do that because, he's running for president. He didn't want to pay less in federal taxes, wanted to make sure that he paid plenty. But I'm telling you right now, there's not a rich person on the planet, and certainly I wouldn't if I were rich, that would not take every legal deduction allowed. So, what he's saying is, I can look at those deductions for rich people because they have so many. I mean, the tax code is made for the rich. Take some of those away, reduce some of those, and we'll not lose $1 because the rate's coming down. And the rate's coming down, the benefit of that, he's just trying to make the tax code simpler, more stable, something we can believe in and accept instead of having these ridiculous high rates. He just wants to make it so we can all go to sleep at night and don't feel like the IRS is going to break into our house in the middle of the night and steal half of our possessions. It needs to come down. And so, your decision to vote more taxes, more government spending, or less taxes, less government spending.